Hey guys, I am so sorry. My computer, I can't even. Anyway, I'm sorry. Thank you for being here with me. I do have to apologize. Tasha cannot be here. She had a last minute emergency. She literally let me know 15 minutes before the live stream and asked if she could reschedule. So I told her it was okay and that I would just come on by myself tonight for a little while. And she will reschedule with me at some other point. So this is showing me 0 people. Are you guys still here? There we go. Now it shows 3 people. Woo! I did change something on the title, so I didn't know if maybe it kicked you guys out when I did that. If it did, please let me know, and I will know not to do that again. And yeah, just let me know. I can't remember if I turned Nightbot on, so I'm going to do that right now. Kalua is saying hi very loudly, and my computer doesn't want me to go to Nightbot. Oh, it looks like Nightbot is on. Kalua, baby, please stop. You're saying hi? So, if you guys can please let me know who all is still here, let me know what's in your cup and what's on your hook. I have a baby dress on mine, and I've had a splitting migraine. So I've got the last of my coffee. I allow myself 2 of these when I have migraines. So I'm on my last. Let me see. Thank you for letting me know that, Kathy. I'm over in Nightbot right now, so I can't see exactly what you guys are saying. Even though Nightbot is coming up, it shows that it wasn't turned on anymore. So, like I said, my computer is just really messing up on me right now. Oh, you know what? I'll still let Tasha's information run through for anybody who has never heard of her before. You can go visit her pages. She's Stardust Gold Crochet. I am one of her lifetime members because she had a really good special before. Hi, Lisa. How you doing? Sandra says, hello all. I had to do some quick finagling of things to plug up some things for my hubby. Okay. So please, if you've never heard of Stardust Gold Crochet before, please go check her out. I have links that'll be coming up for her YouTube channel and also for her webpage, which has her blog, her shop, and all of her stuff on it. I did purchase a pattern to give away tonight, but I think I'm going to keep that until we reschedule. I don't know. We'll see. Let's see how I feel about it. I do have to. Hey, Terry, thank you for being here. I don't know how long I'm going to be on. I'm sorry. I can't even talk well. I was really, really expecting to have somebody else sit and do most of the talking tonight with me, just asking her the questions. So I have a procedure. We have to leave the house at 3:00 in the morning. So I haven't been sleeping well every night. I don't know if I'll be able to sleep tonight or not. So how's it going for the Tunisian? I don't know who Lisa's talking to. So, oh, Sanja's been practicing Tunisian. I see. I know personally, I love Tunisian. I haven't been able to do any for probably over a year yet, but I just love it. if you need somebody to go and watch as a good teacher, I learned how to do Tunisian from TL Yarn Crafts. Kalua. I know there's a newer, I think he's newer anyway. I need to go look at his channel again. He's a new subscriber of mine. I met him through Russell. His name is, I think it's MDL Crochet. And he's doing nothing but Tunisian crochet. So I know from what I saw on Russell's channel the other night, he was on as a guest. He has stitch tutorials, and I think he has some patterns up now. I taught myself by watching her and reading from blog posts. So I guess I taught myself too. I just, by watching her, so, and reading up on the blog posts. It's really hard when you do learn from somebody on their videos, I find, because she has a certain way that she does her ends. And then when I watched, I think it was Jada was doing the Tunisian blanket last year, and I started it. I will finish it at some point. She does hers different. So when I was doing her squares, it kind of, I don't know, made him a bit wonky. So I have Tony Lipsy's book too. My daughter got it for me. I actually got a signed copy because it was bought out of her shop. If you get it out of her shop, I don't know if she's still signing all of them, but she was signing all of them before. I love Tony Lipsy. I just couldn't remember her name when I said TL Yarncraft. Okay, I'm going to sit back. I have to put my feet up at least a little bit. I don't need them to tell me I can't have the procedure tomorrow because I have edema in my legs, thinking that it's my heart because I've been tested. It's not my heart. I'm going to do a couple of the patterns in her book. I just need to get a lot of my whips done and then have time to actually sit down and do Tunisian. Maybe we'll find a small project sometime to do as a Cal. I know the last thing I made was, what did I make? I made it for my mother for Mother's Day. It was a spa set. It had a soap sack. I think the soap sack was Tunisian. There were a couple things that were Tunisian. There was a soap sack. There was the cleansing pads. I think in a washcloth. So the washcloth and the soap sack were Tunisian, and the little pads, they were regular crochet. And here is the baby dress I've been working on. I know maybe I just showed it. I know I showed it to everybody in the Cal the other day, yesterday, but I don't know if I've actually shown it on video. I can't remember. So again, I'm really sorry that Tasha's not here. She's pretty stressed. I told her to take a nice deep breath and count to 10. I don't even know if she's read my email yet. It is so hard when you're just chatting with people through email and you don't have another way to get in touch with them. Flu. Baby, you can't sit there when I'm doing this. Thank you. Hello, Sam. Welcome in. You like gloves, huh? Can Ahmad get him out of here, please? You should be able to click on the three dots next to his name. Klua. I think I'm going to have to keep these to subscribers only. I've only done that once, but I didn't have any issues. But at least I've got some good mods in here with me. Hello, Maritza. Welcome in. How are you doing? You guys have to forgive me. I just am not feeling well at all. Let me see. Let me pull that closer. I need to put my glasses on so I can actually read you. I wonder if I can get rid of... Yeah, there we go. I didn't know that I could put people in timeout too. I just learned that. And I can delete comments. So I did that too. So we don't have to look at his stuff. Would anybody want to come up on the live with me tonight, since it's not what it was supposed to be? If anybody here with the channel wants to come up with me, I can post the link. So what is everybody working on? Are you working on anything? If you guys answered me that before, I don't know if I'm just not... Oh, I know what my problem might be. Just thought about it. I never went over to YouTube and put it on live chat. So I'm probably missing stuff. Let me see. I just got to wait for it to pop up. It takes forever. Is that happening to anybody else besides myself, that when you go into a live chat, it takes forever for the chat to pop up? You can see the box, but I have to wait like a good couple minutes before it does anything but show me a black box. There we go. Table blanket and varsity red. I'm about to go blind. Oh, I bet. I cannot do. See, I did miss some. I'm thinking I would really like wearables in Tunisian. So am I. I would like to do a summer top in Tunisian. But I want to make a shawl first. Somebody in here has me hooked on shawls. A shawl or a ruana? I think a shawl, because a ruana has sleeves of some sort. And to let you guys know, Kaylin and I will be doing AJ's and Kay's Yarny Tales on the 21st of August. We're just going to do a casual night because I don't know how long of a recovery I'm going to have after tomorrow. Hi, Denise. Welcome to come in and lurk however long you want to. Hello, Samantha. How are you? I have to apologize to the new people coming in. Tasha ended up having a last-minute emergency, and so she wasn't able to come on with me. We will be rescheduling for some time in the future. I'm not sure when. And again, if anybody would like to come up here with me, that would be great. Hey, Shell, how are you doing? And again, because there's more people coming in, Tasha had to cancel at the last minute, so she's going to come in with me some other night. You know what? I was going to look into that, Sanja. I know furls had Tunisian hooks, but they weren't ergonomic. I wouldn't be surprised if somebody would come up with them. Now, see, my hands don't hurt when I do Tunisian, but I think it's because I'm used to holding my hook that way anyway. I just go a lot slower with Tunisian. Okay, please. There you go. Yeah, I saw Terry. I was dropping the link. Did you want to come up by any chance, or are you not in any situation to be coming up? But thank you for letting me know. I was Shell's one of them I was planning on inviting to do a live with after I was done with my procedure tomorrow, and all the time that I'm the week or two, however long it takes to me to recover afterwards. Okay, I kind of figured it might not be. And again, I am so sorry I couldn't do last night. I have not been good, and I thought I was going to be able to get to bed early, and I ended up awake later than I wanted to be. I had to take a muscle relaxer, but since I'm having my procedure, I don't think I can take one of those tonight. And plus, there's no way I will be up at 3 o'clock in the morning to leave if I do. And actually, I have to be up more at 2:30 because Bob said we have to leave at 3. So, fun. Hey, Shell, welcome up. Everybody say hi to Shell from Shell Chronicles.
Hi, sweetheart. Hi, guys.
Hey.
Oh.
I was completely surprised when I got the message saying she wouldn't be able to come on, but unfortunately, I was getting ready to send her one saying that StreamYard was not opening my cam for me, so I had to go and reboot again. And
I'm assuming you got it.
Huh?
I'm assuming you got it figured out, though, right?
Yeah, I just had to reboot again. I keep forgetting that when I do a deep clean of my computer, which I do before anytime I go live, I forget half the time it makes me reboot a couple different times before it will allow my camera to come on.
Okay.
So I did once, and I should have tried to get in here early because I did it hours ago. And as everybody knows, lots of times if I don't do it early in the day, it will kick me off, and then I'm late anyway trying to get it worked out. Or it does like it does today, and I can't get the cam on. So I had it done hours and hours ago, and I didn't think to go into StreamYard and actually come in because I knew I had everything set up. And when I tried to come in, it was like, sorry, we're not opening up you have a program that must have it open. No, I don't. So it finally let the my mic work, but it still wouldn't let the cam, so I had to reboot.
No.
And it takes me a good 15-minute process to get everything back in after it's rebooted so I can actually come on live. So
I don't have a computer. I literally just do everything off of my phone. But I've got like a phone that I use for recording and stuff or whatever, and then like my personal phone, and so I just go that route for the time being until I can get a computer. But so I don't have to deal with none of that, thankfully.
Yeah, well, part of my reason is this is an older computer. I need a new one. But I also have the program that sends out a different VPN every time you're on. So it's like nothing recognizes every time you reboot. It doesn't recognize your computer anymore.
Gotcha.
So I have to re-sign in for everything. But it's what you got to do nowadays to stay away from hackers. So
yeah, really, that's very true.
And so every time I have to do the 2-3 step verifications before I can get anything done, I just remind myself it's for safety.
Oh, it drives me nuts because I can like never get into any of that. If I have that set up and then say I sign out of that application or I sign off that device, whatever, and I go to sign back in, I can almost never get back in. But then
Yep.
again, I can also like never remember my passwords or anything either, though. So,
Yep. Have a password book for that here at home. And a good program that's part of that program online that I can do. And it shuts down every time too, so nobody can get into it.
if I did a password book, I would end up losing it and not being able to find it. That's just my luck. My ferret brain. Oh my gosh. What is the temperature like where you're at here?
Very hot and humid. Let me see. I haven't actually looked at the temperature. I know it was 90 earlier.
Oh,
85.
mine's 103.
And we've got rain coming again. So everybody, just to give you a little backstory, I met Shell over on Russ's channel. And for those who don't know, when I say Russ, wow, I'm going to forget the name of his channel because I'm just so used to
It's
calling him
raining
Russ.
yarn.
It's Raining Yarn. That's right. Because I always think of the song It's Raining Men. Yes, it's Raining Yarn. I met her over on his channel. He did a live where he had both of us on because he's trying to help us promote our channels. So he's very sweet that way.
So basically, a fellow YouTuber, another friend of mine, Rebecca, she was like, start your channel, go ahead. She was so supportive. So I started it. And then like my second or third video that I made, I did a video on my crocheted Afghan I was making. So basically, Russ has this beautiful granny square blanket that he's working on, and it's made out of the Aberdeen wool pickle jar mini kits, little mini hanks of hand-dyed wool. And it's gorgeous, but I couldn't afford it. So I took a bunch of just like acrylic, like red heart, whatever, and made these like little chonked up scrap cakes and started my own. And I actually have it right here. Right. So it's just all sorts of just, it's all the same weight of yarn, but I started doing it. Well, I emailed him and I said, hey, I just started a YouTube channel. I just want to make sure it's okay with you that, so it doesn't seem like I'm trying to steal content or anything, that, you know, I mention your name and then I show that this blanket that I made, you know, because, you know, whatever. And he's like, absolutely. And so he was like, tell you what, why don't you come do a live with me on my channel? And I've never done a live. I've never done any of this stuff. And he brought me up, walked me through it, brought AJ on. We sat there and chatted. We chatted for like a couple hours backstage, even after the live was over. He was just so gracious for that. And then he's been mentoring me and helping me on my channel and stuff still. So yeah, he's pretty awesome guy. He's pretty awesome guy. I'm very grateful for him.
Yeah, he is. He sent me a message last night or the night before, and I was like, are you sure that was meant for me? Because it was just out of the blue. He was like, yeah, I'm just letting you know. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, and he'll do that to me too. He'll just like, how are you doing? And I'm just like, oh, I'm good. But I mean, we do talk pretty regularly.
Mm-hmm.
But he's really good about that. He's very kind soul, very, very kind man.
Yeah, I used to talk to him on a regular basis until he had went through his period of when he wasn't online and that, and he wasn't talking to anybody. So I stopped sending him messages to give him space, and then we started up again. And then I've had my last month of being in pain, so I haven't been messaging people at all.
I've been having a lot of what I call swings here lately. So I'll go from like anxiety and depression into like mania and stuff. And like, it's been a real roller coaster like this past week or two now. So I've just been, it's been really hard for me to like keep up with anything lately.
I didn't know if you saw the second part of my comment on your video the other day because you had messaged me before I had changed. Sorry, I got something on my face.
Sweetheart, I probably did, but I'm going to be honest with you. I do not retain anything. So I'm sure I seen it and responded because I try to make it a point to respond to my comments. But I'm going to tell you right now, I don't remember what it was.
Okay. Now I was going to tell you because I was telling you I was jealous of you. You found in that haul the one yarn I've been looking for since last year, and I can't find it. So I was like,
What yarn is it?
The Vantage Choice, the Pearl
It's yours.
Mist or whatever it's called.
It's yours. I'll send it. I'll send it to you. I think I have like.
I bought something else to use instead. It's fine.
Are you sure? Because I have no problem.
I'm going to be making Christmas stockings, and I had used it for the one that we did on a cow last year, thinking I was going to use it for myself, but it came out too small. So I'm still going to be doing 4 more of them. And I didn't have enough to use on all of them. So I bought some other off-white yarn. But I mean, if you don't want it,
Honey, it's just, you can have it. Seriously, you can have it. I don't mind at all.
Okay, I'll pay you back for it, or I'll send you some stitch markers when I start making them again.
That'll work. I'll trade. We can barter.
I used to sell stitch markers. I got to get back to it again. Once I get the back room cleaned up, and I don't know, we're going to be having people working on our house here soon, so I'm not looking forward to it, but the work's got to get done. So.
Yeah, I hear you. I got a lot of work that I need to get done over here too. I've got a bedroom that I need to get. I need to purchase a window air conditioner for and get it put in. I need to get a bed set up. I need to get my desks and my sewing tables and stuff set up. I need to get everything cleaned up and organized. And I just don't want to. I just don't want to.
I forgot because you're on your phone that you can't read what people are saying. So everybody said hi when you came in. Nana's Crochet Ideas, who is Terry, she said hi. So did Sanja and Kathy and Lisa. And Kathy said it's 93 and humid today. She's in Wisconsin. And why did I say? Yeah, Wisconsin. All of a sudden I was going, no, she's in Minnesota. No, she's in Wisconsin. And Lisa said, Shell, that's neat. I think she was talking about your blanket. Or the story of Russ doing that.
Hello, everybody. And thank you. Yes, like she said, I'm on my phone, so I cannot see chat unless I get my other phone and I'm watching in the chat. It's a big to-do.
I can't crochet when you're like that, baby.
Is that a kitten?
I can't crochet when you're like that.
Let me see. Oh my goodness, look at that chunker. Oh, it's so cute. I've got one of mine. You can't really see her because she blends in, but this little black spot right here, it's my little Lucifer. She's back here now. There she goes. Where's back here now? Oh, and then all the rest of them are like laid out in a little half circle around my feet. Ridiculous.
Yeah, well, she hasn't been feeling good lately, so she's been having to snuggle right on Mom's chest, right? I'm gonna move it around you. Mom's gonna have to clean this off really good before I give it to baby Lila. Yeah. Good thing I'm gonna have to block it.
I have purchased that Lysol laundry sanitizer stuff. You know, it's basically like Germ-X you pour into your laundry with the those really good clean and pure whatever laundry pods. And then I bought some of the dryer sheets that are anti-static and pet hair removal and some roll. Yeah, because you have to. It's so hard to keep up with pet hair. It really is. It is. So
Yeah.
that's another reason why I'm getting this room done is because it's going to be a pet-free zone for me doing my quilting and stuff that I sell. Because right now, the quilts and stuff that I make and to sell, they are still technically pet-free, but that's only because I'm watching everything like a hawk and putting everything up and covering it when I'm not working on it. And it's doable, but it's a hassle. It would just be so much easier if I just had like a whole pet-free zone. So.
Oh, don't scratch me, baby. I know. I think they're starting to, I don't know. I swear they know what we talk about. Huh.
Oh, they understand English perfectly fine. Yes, they do.
So they know that her daddy and I and her sissy's daddy, your sissy must be sleeping with daddy, huh? We've been talking about the fact that once they start doing stuff on the house, we may have to get a hotel room and find some place to take on. Huh. So that you can't get outside and run away. Because we have literal walls that have to come down and get replaced.
I have so my dogs are gigantic, but what I do with my animals, like whenever we're moving stuff in and out stuff or whatever, I'll normally put the girls in a bedroom or something with their box and just close the door to keep them. You know what I mean? But I also have these gigantic kennels as well, and I've also used the kennels. Now it's just like a temporary fix for maybe like a day or two. If it was anything longer than that, I'm not sure I would do that. But
yeah, it's probably gonna be longer than that. He was talking about getting a couple big kennels to put them in here in the front room. All of our rooms, none of them have doors that actually close all the way on them.
girl, that's how my stupid apartment is. So my front door obviously locks. I have a door on my bathroom and a door on both bedrooms. But there's no door to the kitchen. And you see this little blue color thing hanging up? That there's no door to my hallways, nothing. Like there's no doors in my front room and my hallway, nothing. So I'm a wimp when it comes to the heat. I can't handle it. So I put up these drapes on my doorways to help keep my front room even cooler because we don't have central heat and air. So and no
Yeah, we
doorways.
don't
So
either. All we have is one window unit. So
yeah, and that one my one window unit's not going to cool off this entire apartment. So I just like blocked off my kitchen and my hallways and stuff to keep the living room cool down where me and the babies all practically live anyways.
yeah, say the
So
living room's the only thing that gets cool here. Everything else is warm, but we have fans in our rooms. But right now, with the fact that they took off the insulation in the outer part of three
oh,
walls on the house, the whole house is twice as hot
that's
as
gotta be
what it usually
miserable.
is. Yes, it pretty much is. And then being in pain on top of it just is not. And then the air C went out in his car. So, yeah, it's been real fun.
Doesn't sound
Right.
like
And we get to go down to Indy tomorrow, although it's the fan that went out. So he said that when you're at higher speeds, which we will be all the way down to Indy, that the air still comes in and it still
excuse
cools
me.
off. So
Just 1 second, AJ. I'm so sorry. 1 second.
it's okay.
Dog.
Ow! Are you okay? Are you hurting, baby? Don't bite Mama. So I was just going to ask, for those who did come, who knows who Stardust is, so that I know the next time. Because I think her and I are going to try and talk before that we do the live.
I gotta run my puppies down to potty real quick, sweetheart.
Okay, that's fine. I know that Kathy knows who she is. Okay. I'm excited and can't wait for when she comes on because we'll get to know more about her. Yes, I
All right,
know
I'll be
you
right
do.
back.
Okay. You hurt Mama's hand, baby. It's not like you to bite like that. Oops, it fell. The hook's still on it. Come here. Come here. Sorry, guys. I got to check out her tummy real quick. She's been snipping at me, but not biting. And I keep telling Bob that she's not feeling good. And I really think, yeah, I'm excited too, Kathy. I was bummed more for you tonight than I was for myself. Okay, you okay? You don't have anything hard or anything. Did I just hit a bad spot, huh? I have to tell Daddy about that tomorrow. We may need to take you in. Oh, she didn't break the skin, but it sure feels like she did. She got me hard. The pattern that I got to give away is the Ruana of hers, and I can't. In her shop, she only has one Ruana, but then she has a bundle, and I think in the bundle she has two. But all I got was the original one. But whoever ends up winning, I'm gonna have to get their information so that I can. I had to rejoin her her page in order to pay for it, but so I'm gonna have to switch it over into whoever name, either that or just send the PDF to them and hope that they don't, lose it, so that I don't have to resend it. I'll hold on to it to make sure that they get it, but if they want, I can put their information on it and it will stay there as long as she has the site and you can get into it always. So I have to admit I was a little disappointed, but love hanging out with all of you. I was too, but I don't want her to be stressed out trying to be here and deal with everything that she's dealing with right now. So I think Chloe's got something going on gastrointestinally, so her belly might just be hurting too, just because it hurts that way. But you guys have heard me talk about that in the cow, so. Okay, Sandra, you subscribed to her channel last. See, now honestly, I'm subscribed to her channel, but I haven't watched a lot of her videos. I know her through her blog more than I know her through YouTube. I think Kathy and I both found her about the same point in time because she does some blog hops, and so we met her through blog hops, and we found she did her big sale, which right now she has 50% off of everything. So you may want to go to her blog and subscribed to her newsletter. And she's had this 50% going on for about a week now. I'm not sure for how long, but that includes her lifetime membership is on sale for 50% off. I know when she had it on sale, when Kathy and I got it, I think she had the sale was 75% off. And I want to say that maybe it was on one of her year anniversaries or something where she did something special. And she's got some nice patterns. She's got some really nice headbands. I really like her headbands and her ear warmers.
Oh,
Welcome back, Shell.
that was a chore.
She's
I
got
can't
a
burn it.
nice. She's got a nice small poncho thing that I want to make for my niece, the one who just married my nephew. But it won't be for Christmas this year. I was gonna make it for her last year, but they broke up. Then they got back together, so and then got married and had a baby. um, but I'm making them that big blanket that I'm working on, so I'll probably make her that poncho for next year. And of course, the baby dress is for the baby. Dog, wore you out?
Yeah, and that heat, and the fact that I have to climb up a flight of stairs. I can't take them both down at the same time because they will just play and they won't go potty. So I have to run the puppy down first, and then let him go, and then run him back up, get the big dog, run him downstairs, let him go, run him back up. Oh, and I tell you what, I am too overweight and too hot to be doing. I cannot today. Whew, it's too hot today. Too hot today. Me and running.
Kahlua bit me after you left, so I had a sore spot, I think. Her tummy hurts her, huh, baby?
Aw.
Yes. Stardust, she has a gnome blanket that Kathy loves. She's nice. Maybe her best friend will make her that blanket someday. If she don't want to make it herself.
Oh my goodness.
Just a reminder too that Cal has, I was going to say 2 more weeks, but I guess it only has 1 more full week. Tomorrow we're not doing it unless I come home and I get a nice nap and I feel okay. Because since I have to be there at 6 o'clock in the morning and the procedure is at 7, I'll probably be done with the procedure by 7:15, 7:20. And then by the time I wake up and everything, it'll be about 8:30. We'll probably be leaving there about 9:30, 10 o'clock in the morning. One can only hope that your best friend makes it or that you make it yourself. Just so I know which one you're talking about, so I know if I need to start thinking about making it. Kathy and I are, as she says, twins. Not that we look alike, we have the same types of personalities. Yes, I know I have to rest tomorrow, Sanja. I will have the whole ride home. And then, like I said, I need to take a nap when I get home. If I get a nap after I get home and I wake up in time, that should mean if I get out of there by 9:30, we should get home by 12:30, which means if I take a 3-hour nap, we should still be able to have the cow. But like I said, when we talked about it, you weren't there the week before when we talked about it. I will say we're not doing it tomorrow. And if I send out links, it will be a surprise. Sometimes when I come home, I sleep and I sleep for a day and a half. And some days I can't sleep at all because I'm too hyped. So, but I will be sleeping good for 15 minutes during the procedure. That's my favorite part when I fall asleep.
I had to have surgery. I've had to have surgery twice. The first one was for it was an emergency ovarian cystectomy, and I got down on that table and they said I needed to count backwards, or they said I want you to count to 10 for me, and they started pushing that propofol on, made it so whoop, and I was out.
Yep. They have a hard time getting my veins, and they have to use a vein finder now. So I always feel that pain because it burns when it goes in. But if they can use the right size IV, it doesn't, but they have to use a child size on me. So I feel that burn and it hurts, and I grit my teeth. Well, I have a mouth block in. I grit the mouth block really hard. And then when I feel that pain and I hear the anesthesiast almost always say, because I get a different one each time, every once in a while I'll get the same guy. And he'll be like, okay, you're going to start to feel sleepy. And then I feel a little bit more pain. And I usually put my fingernails into my hand on this one. And then boom, I'm out. And I'm waking up in the room. Even though I've been asleep for like an hour, it feels like I just, fell asleep and then woke right back up. So.
I'm just so sensitive to medication and stuff like that it just puts me down. Just puts me down.
Night, Terry. Thank you for coming in. Like I said, I hope to be back on your live on Tuesday nights. If not next week or the week after, at least the week after that. I know I've been out for a while, but I'm so sorry about that. And thank you. Sancha says, anesthesia hangs me up. So even after I wake up, I am not truly awake, if that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yep. It takes me a while to get my wits back about me.
It usually takes me a good half hour before I'm awake. And I didn't realize that because at the facility that I'll be in tomorrow, they'll slowly wake me up. And I have to be awake enough before they'll give me my first dose of pain meds. And then they give me those, and then they give me my second dose. And then they want me to start getting up to start to get ready to get dressed. And it's usually, and it depends on how much the IV is left. The doctor wants me to get almost all of the bag of fluid in. So that can be 45 minutes to an hour. But the other place we go, they move people in and out so quick that I'm sitting there feeling like, whoa, you're moving me and I'm not awake yet. Let me wake up.
Right.
So, but when I come out of actual, like a long surgery, I'm getting a pain block tomorrow. And what it is they go down and they do a endoscopy, which is going through your throat. Most of the time when people get an endoscopy, they put a scope down just to look through your stomach. But this is a pain block where he goes down and then they have to use x-ray so that he gets the celiac block right in the right place of the celiac nerve going through the stomach. But he takes pictures then too to make sure that my pancreatitis is still doing okay and hasn't moved on to anything worse than what it already is. And but when I have a regular surgery, because I've had at least 6 abdominal surgeries, when I come out of those, I'm in so much pain. My body has this thing that it does that when I'm trying to wake up after surgery and I'm just in so much pain from being cut into and everything that it wants me to go straight back to sleep, because when I'm asleep, I don't feel the pain. So it takes them a long time to get me awake because my body keeps putting myself back to sleep.
Yeah, I do that too when I have the super, super, super high pain tolerance, but whenever I'm in pain, I just go to sleep.
So it just says, where I had my last surgery, they take a small needle and numb you where the IV is going in. Love that. Otherwise, it hurts me so badly. Tears are running down my face. Yes, I wish they did that here as well. When I go to the place in Carmel, which is considered a ritzy community, um, they use the numbing spray there most of the time. But where I'm going tomorrow is a teaching hospital. They don't use it there. But I thank God that they have the ultrasound to find your veins, the deep vein finder. They have the handheld ones, but then they have the actual ultrasound, which is what they have to use on me so that they can find the veins better. Otherwise, I will get poked between 6 to 8 times before they find a place to put it in. And I just get to the point, because I've learned how to deal with pain and not let people know that I'm in pain, that I just grab onto the handle of the bed with my free hand as hard as I can and grip my teeth or plunge my nails into my hand so that I feel pain somewhere else, and just basically grin and bear it until they're done. And they all look at me and they're like, "Wow, you deal with that so well." And I'll have tears running down my face. But the only time they hear anything out of me is if they hit a nerve, and then I jump when the pain's too bad, and it's like, "Nope, you got to stop now." I got teeny tiny veins, and I've just had to learn how to deal with them poking me so many times. Inside the ankle is, well, yeah. You had to have one inside your ankle. They tried to put one in my foot. I screamed. And
When
I
I
told
get
that lady she will never touch me again, and she will never put an IV in my body again. And I will never forget her. And I've been back at that hospital 4 times for 4 different procedures, and I will not let her near me. I told myself, you
when
got to
I
get the nurse.
when I gave birth to, can't remember which one it was, but I gave birth to one of the kids, and they couldn't get IVs in my wrist or in my elbow and my veins or anything. So right, like right here, like on your thumb, I guess it's there, like right here, beside
Mm-hmm.
your thumb, is where they put an IV in, because they put it like right there,
Mm-hmm.
like on that part of my thumb.
I get them all down here. I get them up here. They use my hand all the time. I've had an IV. I have a little bump here, right here on my finger, because I had blown all my IVs. I'd been in the hospital for a month, and I was getting ready to go the next day, and they had to give me something that had to go through an IV. So they literally put it right up here in my finger.
I think one of my kids that he was born premature. I can't remember if it was Christopher or Gabriel. I think it was Gabriel. But they had an IV in his head, in like a vessel in his head.
Mm-hmm.
It was super, super creepy.
Kathy says they used to use ultrasound on me once they poked me 12 times. Yeah. That's why this lady, I'm so mad at her. They had already poked me eight to 10 times and said, okay, we're going to get anesthesia to come in with the ultrasound to find a vein. They were on their way. And she said, oh, let me try one more place. I'm going to try your foot. And I said, no, they're on their way with the ultrasound machine. They will find a place to put it in. because this is a hospital where they used to take me back and give me gas to put me out, and then they would put in the IV. I'm like, no, let anesthesia take care of it. And she refused and decided she was going to go into my foot anyway. And Bob happened to be on the phone with a company. His phone was messed up, so he was dealing with that. So he didn't know what she was doing, or he would have literally pulled her off of me. Because I told her no. She's the only person I've ever said no to. And he knows if I say no, they're not touching me. And I was like, fine. Then I'm like, well, if you're going to do it, you're going to do it. And I literally almost kicked her in the face because it hurt so bad. And she jumped back and she was like, wow, you almost kicked me. I said, wow, you put a needle in my foot and I told you no. And so I was like, nope, never again. You won't touch me. And my doctor, he wrote on the chart, this nurse is to never take care of her again. Nope, I don't put up with that. I should have never let me touch me. I should have screamed, but I wasn't going to be one of those people. I didn't want to scare other people in the place.
Yeah, I'll be that guy. Don't think I won't. I will be that guy.
Well, what kills me is that the male nurse that was in there too, she said no, so you shouldn't do it. And she could not be resigned to the fact that she could not get an IV in me, because she was considered, quote, their best nurse to get IVs. It's like, there's just some days where it's just not going to happen. Just give it up. Let them use the ultrasound. And I'm sorry. I feel sorry for you, Sonia. The only place they can get an IV in you is your ankle. Ugh.
Yeah, sounds terrible.
I couldn't handle that. Oh no, Lisa said do they have to use your foot, or they have used your foot? See, I didn't think it was going to be that bad, but when she went and she did it like right above the heel, that's the worst place, because I've had foot surgery and I've had like warts taken off of my foot before. I've had actual foot surgery, but then I've also had warts taken off. And yeah, it hurts, but once they get it numb, it's okay. But when they had to dig into my heel before, that's the worst pain ever. Whenever they have to go in somewhere that has a calloused area over it to keep it, safe. Yeah, that hurts so bad. They have to use your foot. I'm sorry, Lisa. I think if anybody tried to torture me with my foot, I would give in and tell them whatever they wanted. Unless it was like something about my daughter. I think I could probably take almost anything to protect my kid. Well, my daughter, she's the only one I have, but I've told my husband that I'm like, sorry, honey.
Oh my goodness.
See, and then I get worried because then I have my study that I go to in Chicago every 6 months, but they take all that blood out of me and they have to poke me like 5 or 6 times to get all the blood. And I told my doctor, I said, I'm probably going to have to stop doing the study because I don't want all my areas to dry up. I'm getting old. I can't afford to not have anywhere for them to take an IV, or take blood out of me.
Well, AJ, sweetheart, I think I'm gonna have to go ahead and pop off you. My husband's messaged me. He's on his way home, so I gotta go get something going to eat. All that good stuff. So.
Thank you for coming up. I will message you and set up a time sometime for a regular live.
Okay. So, do you have my email address?
I don't know, but I'll go. If you do, you have it on your channel?
It's on my channel. I think in the description or something. But
I
it's
figured
super
I
easy.
could get a hold of you.
It's super easy. It's just my channel name, The Show Chronicles, at Gmail.
Okay.
Email me, and I'll get you my number and stuff so we can coordinate a little better because I don't really have any way of contacting you right now.
Okay. Well,
Rather
my
than
email is ajspersonaltouch@gmail, and it's on my channel. It's always underneath in my description area.
okay, all right, that'll work.
Okay.
Okay,
I'm not
sweetheart.
trusting my brain to remember anything tonight, so.
I don't blame you. All right, bye everybody. I'll talk to you guys later. AJ, thanks for letting me come up, sweetheart. Sorry I couldn't
Thank
stay
you
any
for coming
longer.
up. Have a good dinner.
You too. Bye, honey.
You know what I'm thinking is why don't, or see if you guys are up to this or not. It's already 9 o'clock. Night, Lisa. Thank you for coming. If we get off of here and switch, would you want me to open up a room? Anybody feel like doing crocheting together for a little bit? I knew I should have never set up a live for tonight. I'm sorry. I know it's not the best live. Okay, Kathy says sure. Anybody else? I saw Kaylin was here at one time, but I don't know if she's lurking or if she left. I got to get as much water into me as I can before midnight, so I've got to stop drinking, even though I still have a migraine. I got to finish with the coffee and start with some flavored water. Sanja, would you want to get on? I can't even think of what I had said now. Would you like to crochet and have me open up a room? Okay. Well, I can stay here for a little bit longer if you want me to. You know, I think I'll just let you get ready for them to come. I think I'm going to call it a night on here. I need to give the cats their teas. And I'm already ready for tomorrow. I got everything set up. Like I told Bob, this is what I'm wearing there. I already knew since I had to get up so early, I would just wear something comfy that I could sit here and take a nap in. Oops, I dropped my pattern again. Kaylin, you still here, girl? Thank you, Sanja. Okay, I'm going to get off here then. Have a good night, everybody. I'm going to get the cats taken care of, Kathy. I'm going to reach out to Kaylin, and then I will let you know what's going on after I do. So, good night, everybody. I love you. Remember, you guys matter. You're beautiful. I love all you guys. And I promise I will not be this out of it for the next live. I promise. Night, everybody.